Whoa.
My dream is to have Chris on this stream. Holy crap.
Oh, that would be awesome.
One day. I'll do that when I go to California next year.
You don't want to know what snapping does if, you know, that snapping's not good.
Hello, Internet. We're back. Oh, the chat's gone.
You learn this in Marvel Universe. I will pull the chat back for you. All right, here we are, back.
Sorry.
Assembling plastics onto Baywatch. Let's go.
We're assembling all sorts of fun stuff, not just the plastics. We've got ramps and things. And
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about that.
If everyone starts clapping at the same time, I'm not sure what would happen.
Most of us are Americans, and Americans love to clap, so.
No.
Okay.
Great show. See you guys next week.
No, I've been looking forward to this all week. We're not ending now, okay?
Kyle a few days ago was like, let's do the stream for 400 hours on Thursday. We'll just go until midnight.
Let's just finish
Until my fingers
Baywatch. We're
bleed.
almost there. Okay, that's super sweet. We've got most of that. So one thing I need to do, and I'm probably going to need, I didn't bring my Baywatch manual. I have my Baywatch manual at home. Hello again, everyone.
Hi, Encore's Arcade. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going, I didn't bring my Baywatch manual, so I might actually need community assistance. Whoever disassembled this game also disassembled the light, or took the light harness off of the lifeguard tower. So I've got this harness here that we need to figure out where 6 of these wires go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which will be fine.
Just laughing.
It's in the manual. This is really easy to do. Your lamp matrix chart will tell you exactly how to hook this back up.
Oh, that's great.
All of our wires are seemingly color-coded, so we should be able to figure this out pretty easy. So that's not super important right now. What I will do is I will run this harness, because I think the next thing I'm going to do, oh crap. Actually, that is kind of annoying because I put that coil in. Well, that's fine. Let's turn the game off. Let's be extra careful because I don't feel like wasting any fuses today. I'm going to see if I can remove this coil. What I did was when we put this ramp back in, it removed my access to the hole that all of these harnesses get stuffed through and then get covered up with a piece of plastic. So instead of removing this ramp, which would be a giant pain in the butt, we're just going to remove the coil, which will give us access. It will take a little bit of finesse to get these very, very short screws back in, but let me run this harness really quick, and then maybe we'll take a look at that manual. Oh, is this really not going to work because Baywatch hates me?
Yep.
Well, you were just talking crap about it.
I know.
Just talking about how great of a game it is.
You gotta say that more often. You gotta love it.
I don't love it. I haven't played it yet. It's caused me pain and discomfort.
The unconditional love.
Not my child. It is now. I love this game. I have extraordinarily fond memories of playing Baywatch with my friend Darren Ensley of San Francisco. No, because no one wants to play a 4-player game of pinball, let alone a 6-player game of pinball. Holy crap. That is a chore. That is a huge chore. I do think it's really cute that the new spooky pinball game, the Scooby-Doo, is a 5-player game. You can play as anybody in the
Scooby Crew?
The Scooby-Dooby crew. Wait, Doobie is a different connotation.
Oh, they knew what they were saying.
They knew what they were saying. They were all high as heck. All of them. All 5 of them. Even Scooby. Maybe not Fred.
The Eternal Grimmy's here.
Fred might have not been high the entire
Hi,
time.
Eternal Grimmie.
Daphne and...
With that ascot, he put that on every morning. He was baked out of his mind.
You think so? All right, chat, do you think that everyone in the Scooby-Doo crew was high the entire time?
Yes.
Even Fred?
Yes. Well, I mean, it's contact high, right? If they're hotboxing that van, then he's definitely getting it, whether he's inhaling directly or not.
That is the kind of logic I was looking for. Thank you. You're right. Fred was... Oh, man. This is why I enjoy doing this every week. Okay.
Forgot. That's what it was called.
We've got that there.
Thought you were calling Kyle an ascot. I was like, dang.
I couldn't do an ascot. I can barely pull off wearing anything other than black pants and a shirt. Fred kept the driver window open, though. Okay, cool. Let's go grab a couple more pieces. The difficult part of this is definitely going to come in when it's time to start getting all of these habit trails on. Let's do a quick rough fitting. I think the next thing we'll do too, before we start dumping way more on, is also test switches. Let's ensure all of the switches that are now going to be buried under things do work before we actually bury them under the game. But let's get a quick idea. Okay, so this up kicker goes here into the dolphin lane area.
Read Kevin's chat real quick, though.
Kevin said, lock 1 left lamp, 33 yellow green, red brown.
Oh, great.
Lock
Okay,
2,
no, hold on.
left, 34.
Well, let me. I'll do that in just a second. That's fantastic.
Oh,
Thank
sorry,
you.
Glenn. Glenn did ask if he could ask a question earlier, and I totally ghosted him. We got distracted. Squirrel. But Glenn is asking, why do I have to constantly adjust the spoon switch on Iron Maiden or Captive Ball?
Because I'm sorry, Harrison. It was kind of a silly design. It's not perfect. It's a really, really hard adjustment to get right. Once you get it, it should be good for a long time, though. You have to adjust it like a pop bumper, but more precise because the movement is a whole lot smaller as compared to like the skirt on a pop bumper. So what I would recommend is getting your switch adjustment tool. Turn the game off, use your finger, close it. Close that switch 100% of the way. So the bottom is touching the top, and then very gently back it off. Just a teeny bit, back it off until you get it to the right spot. You can get it adjusted so perfectly that like just a glancing blow will get it to go. But it does take a little bit of frustration. So now Harrison's not going to want to go drink beer with me when I go to Chicago in February. He's never going to see
I know.
this, though,
Why'd you have to call his name out like that?
Sorry.
Messed up.
Because he was working with what he had, so it was very efficient and a good job, but hard to keep adjusted right. And that's why we have, like what George was saying with the rocket in James Bond. Instead of using a spoon and switch situation, they went with optos, which worked a whole lot better.
Totally.
So from what I can see here, what camera are we looking at? Who gifted subs? Marco Pinball. Emoto, thank you, good job. Kevin gave us exactly what we need. That's fantastic. Thank you. But what I can see here, can you put the playfield camera on again? Or maybe the handheld camera. We can get a real close-up view, and you can kind of see the layers of what's going on, right? You see how many layers are on this thing? It's nuts. I mean, you've got this habit trail, and then this one on top of it. And then you've got this ramp. So you've got like 3 layers right here. It's nuts. But what we've got is, this is kind of telling me that the next step to assembling this, I'm pretty sure is going to be the ramp. I don't think I can put this on until the ramp is on, right? Because this goes where the ramp is. And I can't put the lighthouse back on until this is on because it covers up the mounting points. So this tells me that the plastic ramp needs to go on next. we snake the habit trails in, we snake this on, and then the lighthouse, or the whatever it's called, goes on next. The lifeguard tower. So we'll save the wiring of the feature lamps until last, since that it seems, my pass one of this plan says that that goes on last. So I'm going to take the habit trails off. We're going to test the switches that we're about to cover up, and then we're going to put the large ramp on. So it's amazing. It is covered in wire ramps. Everyone loves a wire ramp. Okay, so let's rip this guy out, rip this guy out, rip this guy out. I'm going to put them on 2001. Get them out of the way. All right, let's fire the game back up.
Baywatch will be.
Put it in test mode here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Glenn is saying the problem is he gets it set right, but then it constantly moves out of place.
Well, that's why you should set it, you should over adjust it and then back it off.
And really tight, right?
Not really tight, but get it way tighter than you think and then set it to where it needs to be. You do need to adjust those things every once in a while. It's kind of a annoying design, but once you get it right, it should last for a while. So.
And good luck on Ace Finals tonight. Yay on tilt. I hope you make it to the top, Glenn.
To the top.
Kevin Moore said, you'll need to take it apart, which is a pita bread, clean the shaft, spring, and put a light coat of 3-in-1 on those parts.
On the Iron Maiden? Is that what this is in reference to?
Oh.
I'm just curious.
Oh. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. I thought he was still giving, I don't know. Order the new sharper points for the orb pops from Stern. Yes. So.
Oh, there's
Glenn,
another
it,
bit that fits into the spoon. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yes, for Iron Man. So there's Kevin's tips for you, Glenn. Good luck with your repair. Give us pinball trivia, Kyle.
What was the last game to use zipper flippers? Oh, that's not plugged in. That's why that one's not working. So that's fair.
Ooh, I know this.
Bat out of hell by me. Nolan's right. Good job,
Medusa?
Nolan. Yep.
That's not right.
It is. Good job. You win. Cheers.
Cheers.
No, you'd win something. If I ever meet you in person, you'll win something. I don't know what it's going to be.
I'm not hating, I'm just trolling on you. But yeah, Medusa. I wanted to get it right. I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to say. Because did we do a Medusa episode? We just did something with Medusa recently.
I missed it.
Yeah. I don't know what reality we did Medusa in, but I'd love to do Medusa.
Maybe we got some plastic protectors for Medusa or something.
I don't think we need plastic protectors for Medusa. That game isn't fast enough.
I'm like, what was it?
You know what I will need to do? I owe Mike
Medusa's
Vinacore a lot of work on his Medusa, so I might need to do that when I'm in Chicago. I know what's wrong with it. I know what I need to do to fix it. Now it's just a matter of doing.
Y1 said, holding that ramp assembly, it sure looks like the double ramp from 007, but with plastic instead of metal.
Yeah, huh? It kind of is similar. This is the part where I need to...
Okay, that's done.
Give me a second. I'm thinking. Okay, well, first off, I know I need to put this nut here. Second off, how does that switch in this bracket on the back plane?
The Medusa
How do those work?
effect.
So that needs to go there. We'll check the actuation for this controlled gate here. That's all good. This plastic
What?
needs to go back here. These wires are now attached, so this plastic can now go here, and I have to tighten those down. This game is a challenge. You know, I've only taken one other Baywatch apart other than this one, and I don't remember it being such a pain in the butt. When that tells me that it was so traumatic that my brain blocked it out. This game is a lot. Also, I probably did it in like 2 days instead of 5 months, but still.
We should get a screwdriver camera. Or just something we can snap on all the tools so we can see it.
That's a funny idea.
What? Why is Kyle smashed?
Why am I smashed?
Wait, why was Kyle's emote smashed
I don't know. It's telling.
physically?
Let me
Like a
compare something
sandwich.
to this old ramp over here. Ah! Things are flying out. Oh, did I do something silly?
Look, he made you a smashed. Come.
That's fine.
Nip It was the last electromechanical game to feature zipper flippers.
That is true.
That is cool.
Is there any other game that has a ball grabber?
Oh,
I don't
you
think
know, there's a homebrew out there that's using zipper flippers, I think.
so. I'd love to get the zipper flippers remade.
Maybe.
Maybe I put that piece of fish paper in the wrong direction, and that is why these things aren't matching up. So I'm just trying to figure out how this lines up. That is why you can't see what I'm doing. But we have the switch here for this right ramp. No, you know what? I took it off the old ramp. I put it on exactly the same way. It can't go any other way. The mounting situation on this ramp is just a little precarious. So give me 1 second while I use my brain and try to figure out the heck is going on here. So it needs to go like that. I think this switch is totally in a goofy spot. So does that go underneath? It might go underneath. Where does this go? That goes like that, underneath the ramp. This game totally feels like someone was like, oh crap, how's all this stuff gonna fit? And then they somehow got it all to fit amazingly. That goes like that.
Yeah,
so does this go... Do I have to split the difference? Does that have to... That cannot go underneath there, does it? That seems insane, but that is absolutely what it does, and that's what the fish paper is there for. Okay, check this out.
Yay. Alright. So wait. Stand by. Going in hot.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank you.
clapping, Steve. That doesn't look right, but it is.
Wait. Oh, with the fish paper sticking out like that?
Yeah, the fish paper is there to protect the contacts on the switch, but the switch has to be pressed in underneath this bracket, which then is used to attach the ramp. It's weird. It's really weird. I have a feeling that this harness also probably goes through this hole here, or it snakes along here and then comes out the back. So to figure out where this harness needs to go, I need to lift up the playfield and see what's going on. So I'm going to do that really quick.
Oops.
you know, it might have been a little easier to get this thing together if I was using factory pieces and not reproductions, but these are things, unless you're doing it like right away, these are the things you kind of you will have to struggle with when using reproduction parts, etc. The factory parts definitely have a memory to them, where the reproduction parts don't yet. The stock ramp might have glided right in there super easy. So we've got a green, yellow, and a white blue sitting right here. What color is this guy here? Green, yellow, white, blue. So yeah, I suppose if it could sneak through there, this would actually be the correct spot for that harness. Ugh. I do not remember where some of these things snaked through, so that's what we're trying to figure out here. Generally, most of the time games won't ever have harnesses like exiting behind the back panel. The back panel being this piece here. But this back panel is an inch short on either side towards the edge of the cabinet, and there is one harness over here that absolutely does. I'm not certain this one does. I'm going to try to snake it through this hole here that is kind of cut away for the, that's definitely not going in there. It's cut away for this controlled ball gate. So I definitely think that this thing goes off the side, which is a little bizarre. And I'm going to need to make sure that I route the cable in a manner that will prevent it from ever getting crushed. I think that's just going to be part of the cable management once I get the, once I start needing to zip tie the harnesses back together. Okay, so now does this fit? Like that, like that. Okay, what haven't I tightened down? There's a missing nut right here. That's tightened down. The plastic under here is tight. These are all tight. That's tight. So I need to put the nut here on this plastic, and then I can attach the ramp. It is so defeating when you put everything together and then you notice that there's one thing you didn't put a screw in. It just pisses you off. And then sometimes you take it all apart just to do it, and it doesn't feel any better after you did it, or maybe it makes all the difference, but...
Right, which, you know, the whole saying of taking a bunch of pictures for reference, but we could have just watched the previous episodes of PinTech Live from when we disassembled it.
Perhaps.
Together with popcorn the day before.
A lot of times this stuff makes sense though. Like, you know what I mean? Like it only goes one way. Yeah, the artifacts. Right. But to keep yourself from having to ask those questions, sometimes I've kind of learned like where I need to take pictures. There's definitely some places where I can look at that and be like, man, my dumb brain will absolutely not remember this, you know, in a few days, so I need to take a picture of that. I wonder what that hole in that ramp is for. Oh, probably to actuate the switch, huh? Duh. Okay, let me find one more screw. I think we're getting to the point now where I'm going to need to start digging into my hardware box, because this game was not fully screwed together when I took it apart anyways, so I'm going to grab one of these number 6 SEMS head screws. Okay, so this part, I definitely think I'm going to lift the game up, and I'm going to pull these harnesses tight. There are the harnesses for the switches, the switch and the feature lamps that go onto this main ramp. I want to make sure that they're pulled the way they need to be pulled, so that once I tighten this thing down, there won't need to be any readjustments. In fact, I might actually hook those harnesses up fully. Since the ramp is not fully secured, I want to make sure it doesn't flop back. And it looks like it's okay. So let's see.
I'm sorry I totally just spammed the chat in a terrible, terrible format.
Why are you... What are you doing?
I know. I'm sorry. I was just excited because we have the Data East Williams 11AB pin scores back in stock. So I was trying to post all the machines that it works for, and
Wow.
it didn't keep the format of my little bullet points. And
So
stuff.
Emoto's
I'm
a
sorry.
giant spammer, and that person needs to be banned.
Someone ban me.
Someone ban Marco Pinball.
But it's really cool that we have that. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we have one of the pin scores back in stock. So if you need one of those pin scores, now's the time to grab it.
Yeah.
No, we should be able to have them in stock again fully. And I'm working on getting the rest of the pin score line redid. So.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so this one we can do Playboy, Secret Service, Time Machine, or Torpedo Alley. Or, this works for Swords of Fury. I want a Swords of Fury.
That's not the right name.
Swords of Furries?
Oh, Swords of Rage?
No, that's not the right name either. It's Lion Man. That game is only referred to as Lion Man.
Lion Man. What other game does Lion Man make a cameo on?
Does Lion Man make a cameo anywhere? I hope so. That's a character that Williams could have done so much more with, but never
Sword
did.
of Furries. That should be a homebrew.
Wow.
Sword of Furries.
They already are furries.
I don't know about that. We don't need any more anthropomorphic
Yeah, that is
nightmares.
true. Lion Man is a furry, though. That's true.
Oh, God.
Isn't It's his cousin.
I mean, yes. Well, let's not talk about this. This.
The other game that Lion Man's on is what? The Spooky game.
That wouldn't surprise me if Lion.
Hidden under one of the slingshot plastics for TNA. I'm just kidding.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't that be great?
If you ever
It's gotta
ask
be.
Scott Denisi for his signature, he just writes Lion Man. I think I've posted on Pinside like 8 times ever, and like 2 of them are probably in the thread where everyone just says Lion Man, and that's been going on for like 10 years. I have a affinity towards Lion Man. Okay, so I've got those in.
But isn't Lion Man the cop in Police Force?
Tiger Man.
Yeah, no. It's a different man.
He's not a tiger, is he?
There's a tiger and a. No, it's a tiger and a. I
Drug
don't
rat.
remember. Well, the drug rat is one of the bad guys.
Well, that's your interpretation.
What's up, Mark? How's it going, dude?
It totally is. Hold on. Tiger Man is Lion Man's partner in Police Force.
Lion Man is a generational character. Okay, here's something. Let's look at this. We have something on topic, not Lion Man lore. We can't talk about Lion Man without Scott. Scott knows everything Lion Man. Okay, Emoto, please put on the handheld camera here really quick.
Only if you clap.
Oh. We had actually we have a fun Baywatch story. When I got to meet Mr. Backhand Pinball himself when we were in Chicago together, sleeping in the same living room. We went to play a Baywatch at some arcade. What arcade was it?
Logan?
No.
Galloping Ghost.
No. It was one of the chain
Headquarters.
arcades. Whatever. It was an arcade.
Emporium.
No.
Interium.
No. Oh, you know what? It was Emporium. It was the Emporium Logan Square.
Yeah.
And Backhand Pinball and Taylor and Vinny and I broke their Baywatch. Yep. Okay, check this out really quick. Let's put on the camera here. So we've got our spring steel ramp flap, and we have our ramp flap screw. You might not be able to see, but this portion of the ramp flap screw is overlapping the ramp flap. So if we tighten this thing all the way down, we are going to have a non-uniform surface, and we're going to start pinching the ramp flap here. This is common on new and reproduction ramps, and also ramps that haven't like found their shape yet, if that makes sense. What we will do is we need to bend our ramp flap up here. So I'm gonna get my bent screwdriver, put it on a towel, and I'm gonna kind of come in here underneath, and we're gonna try to bend this flap up. Actually, I might not even need the towel. We want to try to bend this thing up. That way, when this thing is screwed down, the head of the screw is going to be underneath the ramp flap. This one is going to be really tough. But I might need to do actually a shift the ramp. This one might be more positioning than anything. So let's see what we can get. I'm going to push the ramp forward with my left hand while I'm tightening this down. There we go. It snapped underneath. So these screws are a, I don't remember what this kind of head is called, but it's got a beveled head. Do you see that? How it comes in at like a 45-degree angle?
Wait, don't move it. Hold on. What? Ooh. Yes.
So what happened is now I'm screwing this thing in, and the ramp flap, it snapped below. So now it's going to sit nice and flush. So you want to make sure that what you'll find a lot, or like sometimes the symptom of this happening is like air balls, or balls like becoming extraordinarily scratched up in a very short period of time. That is because the ball is rolling over the screw head, which can be bad. So yeah, it did. It almost caught fire. Yeah, so the auto launch coil on Baywatch was like too weak. It wasn't able to like launch the ball up the ramp. And we played it a few times that way, and then like we got a couple multi-balls, and then it got like extra sad, and then the coil started smoking, so we immediately turned it off. And Mark is a paragon good person, and he told the person at the front counter that Baywatch was foobar. And I wonder if they fixed it.
That's wild.
The guy in the middle of the Swords of Fury back glass, is that the monkeys from the prototype Grand Lizard back glass?
It could be the monkeys. It might be. I don't like that back glass because I don't understand it.
What, where he's punching monkeys?
No, I understand that. I don't understand Swords of Fury.
Or baboons?
I don't like.
What? They're
I don't like back
fighting
glasses that don't.
Tell a story?
Yeah, or don't put you in the story. It's really bizarre to, or like this. Like I don't like collage back glasses, like as an inclusive sort of a thing.
Just think about like Hasselhoff's head being like 6 times bigger than everything else in the world. It's kind of like the show me what you got, but it's Hasselhoff.
I just don't understand what the story it's trying to convey with Swords of Fury. I'm looking at the Swords of Fury back glass right now. Like, are you holding some dude in a Spartan helmet like on a leash? Like, what is that? What is this supposed to represent?
He's the prisoner. He's the prisoner, and then the animals are trying to save him from the evil guy.
So who are you?
Lion Man.
Lion Man is on the left of the back glass.
But he's getting ready to fight.
That's why it doesn't make any sense. That back glass is like, it's so bad.
No, we are the guy that is imprisoned, and
Well,
then
why
Lion Man is
why
coming
am I
to
viewing
save
myself
us.
from the third person?
Well, haven't you played any video games?
Then it's inherently a bad job. It's not telling a story.
It's third person.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I'm sorry.
Look, it's Lion Man.
I mean, that one makes more sense. You're a prisoner in the back of the car on police force. I don't know. You're right. Yeah, that is Lion Man and Cheetah Man.
Yeah.
Say no to drugs.
Yep.
Yep. Nope. I mean, yep.
Yep.
Okay. So we've
Cow
got
has
this
a
together.
cold.
The harnesses are routed in a way that is okay. It just looks so wrong, but it is correct. And we have both of our plastic ramps in. So now it is a matter of snaking our wire ramps or habit trails all over the place, and this will be fun. I'll put this camera back over here. It's not a drywall screw, Daniel. Ramp screws. This is a really important part to put in your toolbox. Number 4 by 1/2 inch something head screws. What are they called, Steve?
Which head screws? Sorry, I was thinking.
Go on our website and just type in ramp screw. That was like one of the first things I did on our website, was make it so the ramp screws come up when you type ramp screw.
Because they have the beveled head?
Well, no, they're just, no, they're not flat heads because they're angled at the bottom. They've got
Truss head.
Is that truss?
I think that's a truss.
I thought truss heads were the round, the really wide round head
I think
ones.
that's just a round head.
Well, I think round heads are actually round.
Triangle head. Triangle head.
I don't know about that one. I like that name, though. It is silly.
The sheet metal screw.
Well, it is a sheet metal screw, but it also has a head. Pyramid head.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Kevin Moore sends us the link. Thank you. Yeah, that's what. Was this the one you were talking about, Hal?
Yeah. Dang. It's a Phillips. Oh, is it a Philister head? Type in Philister head on Google really quick. Fillister.
Oh, yeah.
It is. Okay.
No, I don't think that's right either.
Oh. Philister head screws. No, it's not.
What's a
Those are
Philister
the
head
thick-
screw?
It's like it looks like a button.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then a Philister head is what I thought was the round head. Maybe it is. Okay, whatever. Who cares? This isn't.
It looks like a truss head, and that didn't look right either.
Yeah, the truss head is
Look.
like. You know
That's
what?
a Philister.
This isn't screw you. We're not doing screw education. That was my favorite Mark joke. It is important, actually, knowing the correct kind of screws that go to certain places.
Head.
It is beveled? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, it's a beveled head.
Okay, it's a bevel head. I'm a bevel head. All right, I'm going to put this ramp on that attaches to the lighthouse lock ramp. You do need to be careful when you install some of these ramps. It is a good idea to run balls through them before you tighten them all the way down, because especially these ramps where they do kind of fall from a higher distance. You want to make sure that the ball is being thrown into the correct spot, if that makes sense. So this ramp comes from this guy and then it drops like 1.5 inches to the playfield. And you want to make sure it drops in the lane for a nice clean feed. Let's see. So then I think the next ramp to install is going to be the up kicker. And then I haven't installed my post sleeves yet, because I'm not sure if I want to use super bands or if I want to use regular rubber. It will probably be an aesthetic decision, that more necessary, not like a gameplay decision. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it will be.
Oh no.
I think the aesthetics of this game are amazing. So it's like a drywall screw, yes, but it is a sheet metal screw, what we would call it in the U.S.
Wait, what just happened? Oh, there we go. Look, torque.
Oh
No.
God, I just kicked the camera.
Positive drive head. Phillips head. Oh, wow, this is cool.
Why are you using Microsoft Edge?
I just clicked on the link and that's what happened.
Oh wait, no, that's Chrome. I don't know what's going on. Okay, interesting.
Thanks for the cool link, Kevin. That's a fun graph to look at.
It is. Learn your screws. They're really important. Okay, let's get the let's get the up kicker ramp. And we're going to install that here. I've placed washers underneath the plastics. And then we will be placing washers on top of the wire form before we put the nuts on. Beautiful.
Nice.
Excellent. It is gorgeous. It is semi-gorgeous. Oh, that one's going to be a pain. Holy moly. Okay, let's see. Oh God, don't drop it. There we go. Okay, 11:30 seconds. Look at that. See, I needed to start this like way earlier. We're running out of time already, and I'm not even.
No, keep going. You got this.
Oh, I'm not gonna stop.
Should I play Jeopardy music?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll play my beach music.
Do you want my blood pressure to go up? I will die. I already don't sleep at all. We're gonna run a ball through that one to make sure it hits the right spot. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we need to install one more here. And then we have one more wire ramp, if you could believe, because this game is insane. And Joe Balser blew his entire budget on this game on everything. It's incredible. I wonder if I'll see Joe again sometime soon. I need to ask him about this game.
I think you will.
I asked John Borg about if he did anything for this game, and he said he did some drawings for some of the toys and some of the unique bracketry, but...
How many wireform ramps are on that?
Too many.
4? 5?
Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Holy crap, that's a lot. Are there any more games with more wireform ramps?
I know, that's a good trivia. What game has the most wireform ramps?
I like Habit Trail. I like that word. Why, who doesn't like that word? No, I use that word more often than not.
Yeah, Scooby has 5. That's why I was asking, because I was like, whoa, they have 5 wireform ramps.
Scooby-Doo uses a metric butt ton of wireform ramps as well.
5. I count at 5.
Oh, good point. F14 has a ton.
Ooh. Fish Demo Man?
Technically, I think Fast Break does not have the...
It's plastic. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Fast Break definitely doesn't have the same mileage in ramp habit trails, but it definitely has a lot. Oh, crap. Oh, no, that's okay. That's not a crap. Well, it's kind of a crap, but oh well.
Yeah, roller coaster tycoon.
Oh, yeah, that's another one that uses a lot.
3, 4, 5. Maybe
Roller Coaster Tycoon's a great game.
It really is. So
yeah.
Yeah, I really like that game. It's, you know that Roller Coaster Tycoon is based on the best-selling PC CD-ROM game?
Yes.
As said on the backline.
Yeah, and the cabinet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 4.
F14 has 5. Oh, no, okay.
2, 3. Yeah, F14 has 5.
I want a Sim Ant pinball game as well, Nolan. Let's make it.
Sim Ant?
Okay, super cool. I almost have all of this crap back on, and now it is just I do have to find some more nuts and washers, but I am prepared to give it all of the nuts and washers it needs.
What if we made a pinball machine about homebrew pinball machines?
That's too meta. The world isn't ready for that.
Whoa, yeah. A pinball repair homebrew machine. PinTech Live homebrew machine.
That sounds...
Your face could be on the back glass, and then people will be like, wait, am I Kyle or am I fighting Kyle? because he's on the back glass.
The back glass of my game would be very important, but I'm actually going to break my own rule for my game and just have art.
Was your game not going to have art? Oh.
Instead of being like, there's going to be not as much of a story, which I think is fine. I am kind of a
hypocrite.
I'm just kind of sick of collages sometimes, you know? As beautiful as they are, and I understand why they need to exist, I definitely like it when the back glass puts you in to the shoes, puts you into the game you're about to play.
Spunky said they should make a nibbler pinball with just one really long wire form.
I'm in. That sounds really fun.
Dead switch column multi-ball.
Yeah, no one would play that. No. Everyone would just fall asleep. I'm surprised you guys can put up with 2 hours of this. Break the machine and repair it as you play. You guys don't come to actually see the games fixed. You guys come for my wonderful hot takes and terrible personality. Let's see.
Hey, we learn a lot on this show.
That's good. I do too. I'm constantly reteaching myself.
We're just here for the witty banter.
I mean, I guess no, heck with that. I'm gonna do this the tried and true method. Okay, I do need to really search for more things that are not connected. There is definitely a couple 1/4-inch nuts that are not on the game, and I know that they are missing from somewhere. Oh, okay, well there's one. That's one spot, and here's a 1/4-inch here. There's a lot of Sems head screws, but I may have replaced them. Oh no, you know what also? I have not put the lighthouse on. We're gonna need to go back to Kevin's fantastic comment, and we'll try to wire up the lighthouse here really quick. So I'm gonna get the base, or not lighthouse, I keep calling it a lighthouse. It's a
guardhouse. Wait.
Yeah.
Lifeguard.
A lifeguard holder.
Lifeguard tower. Lifeguard holder.
That's what I'm calling it. Yeah. Oh, and then there's this weird, I mean, this has to go around the VUC, doesn't it? Dang, what the hell does this, where does this thing go?
What'd you call it?
I called it a VUC. I don't like the word VUC. I don't like abbreviations. I think everyone knows that, but.
It's not really an
Could you?
abbreviation, it's its own word.
Yeah, technically.
It's like NASA.
Like what?
NASA.
No, you're supposed to say NASA.
I don't agree with you, Emoto.
And VUK.
I think that this probably goes here, but I don't understand how it goes. I'm not going to put it back on if it does go here. And that's okay. I'm going to keep it with the game, and maybe it'll annoy me one day and I'll put it on. But for now, the flyball protector's staying off. This weird thing definitely came on the game. I have no idea where it came from.
Can you show it to us closer? Maybe we can figure it out. Oh, yeah, I know that piece.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Isn't that a key fob?
That's what it looks like. Okay, so this guy... Okay, this guy has to go... Oh, crap. Okay, no, this guy definitely stays out of the way of this device. And that's fine. This thing goes on like this. Where is the natural bend in this sucker? I mean, how high? No, it has to go pretty damn high.
Lamp matrix.
If it goes like that,
wow.
and then this goes like that, then that's about as high as it needs to be. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to judge where and how this comes through, so I can put the cover on this assembly. And I'm probably overthinking it. Oh.
Playful
probably goes in between this, actually. That kind of makes sense. It's in a sheathed connection, so if this guy goes up through here, we'll see if this is safe. Generally, wires and things that rotate don't get near each other, but this should be okay.
Oh, Kevin repasted it. Thank you.
Thank you. We will need that very soon.
I know that.
So what
sure.
what we requested a while ago, and Kevin in the chat found, was the order that, or where these wires connect, which is attainable by looking at the lamp matrix. The lamp matrix will tell us where, what, and how these things are hooked up. What are you laughing at?
Daniel, he said, almost playtesting Kyle. That's like his new nickname, APK.
Almost. I'm always almost playtesting the game. Okay, I'm going to give myself a break here because I did not take this one apart. It definitely doesn't go that way. Then it must lay flat up against the plastic. Actually, yeah, that makes more sense. This is stupid, and I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. It must go like that, around the back. Okay, so this guy definitely had a washer because I see witness marks where washers used to live. So I'm going to try to find washers that will work. I need to go and re-up on number 6 washers. I'm always running out of matching sizes of number 6 washers. Those don't match. No! Does it need washers? Actually, those could be the marks from a Sims head screw. No, I should put a washer. It's plastic. Get at it. Ban that guy. Pez Johnson's now banned.
Pez! I would never. We would never.
No, I love him. He cannot be banned.
Vetoing the ban.
I just don't want to. I don't want to. Oh no! There's one naked stud right here where one of those 1/4-inch head nuts goes. See, there's always one. There's always one. Okay, well, whatever.
You jinxed us.
I am not taking it apart. I will do something about that later. Actually, you know what? I think on Pinside there was a photo of this assembly.
Yo, take it all off.
Disassembled. I'm gonna pin this in, and then I'm gonna go on Pinside really quick.
Thank you, Wildman. Thanks for the resub. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Wildman. I'm going to Pinside.
Bye.
Actually, I'm not going to Pinside. Here, I got it. Yeah, I know. I need to just sell the game now, huh?
To me, for $2.
2 whole smackers.
Oh,
No, I'll squeeze
keep it
it
in the
there.
family.
Johnson on the show? Like,
Yeah,
his sense of humor is amazing.
he needs to get over here from
I
Colorado.
want to hear him sing his version of the theme song.
Oh my God. I would enjoy that very much.
Yeah. You want to do it, Pez?
Bring the whole family to South Carolina on holiday. So then you can all melt.
No, Pez has live streaming set up. We can see what he's working on, maybe. We'll be the guests.
Huh, maybe it goes...
I'm going to show.
But that's so dang close to that thing that rotates. I don't like it. But that's seemingly the only way it goes.
Oh, my shipping truck.
Well, I don't have to like it for it to be right.
That's what
Okay.
we got.
That's how it goes. Man, if only people wouldn't lose screws, you know?
Pez is working on a taxi or a Knight Rider. EM Knight Rider.
That's super cool.
I played the EM
those.
Knight Rider in Japan.
I had one and I sold it to my friend Steve. Not this Steve, but another Steve. And Steve loves it. I can't find any dang washers that are the right dang size. I feel like I'm Hank Hilling right now.
Is it high-speed interneters, high-school interneters?
What? Okay, fine. You get a split lock washer because it matches the same profile as the other screw, and I don't care.
High-speed interneters.
I'm going to give some props to Comcast of South Carolina for not dropping my internet the second one water drop falls out of the sky lately. It's been raining and my internet hasn't immediately gone out as soon as the rain comes. Thank you, South Carolina, for taking care of your infrastructure, sort of.
Yay.
And same thing with this, where we are streaming right now. We haven't had dropped internet in a really long time.
And cue intermittency.
Well, we already had a weird video card glitch, so we're invulnerable now. Okay, that goes like that. That's nice and not okay. Now it is. Okay. Now we can get this, and then all of these little suckers.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good trivia question.
Is it for me or
Pez
the
says
chat?
Knight Rider. No, it's for you. What's the best mustache in pinball, other than Roger Sharp's sharpshooter?
All the sharpshooters are out.
All the sharpshooters are out.
Right out.
Well, I mean, since we're on the topic of Knight Rider absolutely has one of the
Right.
best mustaches in pinball.
Besides Knight Rider, because Pez already said that.
Ooh, I think
Can it be a person?
has it.
A person as a mustache?
Well, can it be a person who does pinball and is real and exists? Because if so, then I'm going to say Matt Benzik has the best mustache in pinball, if Roger Sharps doesn't count.
No,
He does have a
on
pretty
pinball
thick
machine.
stash. On a pinball machine. Future Spa?
Are there multiple mustaches on Future Spot? I'm trying to remember.
That's what you want to call him.
Is there just the Is there just the one? Does the
Well, the main dude has a mustache. Does the waterfall guy have a
waterfall guy
mustache?
has a mustache. So I think it wins just by virtue of having multiple mustaches.
That is a good mustache. I won't.
And skateball mustache.
Skateball was going to be
Deluxe
my
mustache.
original choice, but I still think that the.
Uh,
I think that what's it called?
Skateball is.
Knight Rider has the better mustache.
I love the skateball mustache though. I kind of forgot
Yeah.
about it until Pez.
Yeah, he's really cool.
That's a really great mustache.
Yeah. That,
Is it, "Hey,
you know
children?
who? You know
You
who's?
want to ride some skateboards?
No, skateboarding was just for adults back then.
Hey, children.
Wait,
You want to get in my sweet van? That's what that dude looks like. I'm sorry, but it's true. Captain Bizarre. Ooh, that's a strong contender. Yeah. That dude's got a good
oh
mustache.
yeah, and it's right there in your view, isn't it?
Well,
Party
he's
zone.
got his
Yeah.
physical representation and his artistic representation of his mustache. Okay, can we look at the comment, what Kevin said about
Yes.
wiring this big dumb lighthouse light
Doesn't
guard thing up?
skateball skater dude look like loose flip, kinda?
Andy's got a good mustache. All right, let's go up and take a look.
I also have the schematic Kyle, so I think it would be cool to look at the manual.
Yeah.
To
Oh,
see
for sure.
Yeah, when Riker had a stash, that was pretty great.
There you go.
Riker's mustache? Yeah, way better than bald face season 1 Riker. Lock 1 left lamp is yellow, green, red, brown. Lock 2 middle ramp is yellow, green, red, black. Lock 3 right lamp is yellow, green, red, orange. Okay, so I'm going to assume that the orientation of the lamps is from me looking at them.
Can you show us where in the manual it is so we can see a visual reference?
You're looking at it right there. The lamp matrix. But hold on, I want to yellow, green, red, brown. Let me try. Oh, wait. There's red and brown. So all of these are on the same column, right? Because they're all yellow and green. So I can definitely hook up a yellow, green to every single one of these. But okay, so here let's look at the schematic. So it's red, middle is yellow, red, black, and then the right is red, orange. So if you look, I can't, it's too small for me to read. Can you open up the actual window when you're done adjusting? That's a perfect spacing too. So go up a little bit because I can't see that. I need to look at all the lamps. Lock 1, over, left ramp, enter. So lamp 33, so now zoom out a little bit. Lamp 33 is there in the middle, LB 33. So we look at the wire, the line coming up, and the line coming up is going to be yellow-green because they're all on the same column. And then that attaches down to red-brown. So the problem is the wires that are actually coming up from the harness are just, well, they're brown, black, and orange. So we're missing one color, but we know what they're supposed to be, if that makes sense. Really quickly, I'm going to zoom this back a little bit. I'm going to take a look and see. Let me look at the harness really quick, 'cause I want to know where the diodes are for this harness. I mean, are the diodes in that lamp socket? This is where I'm just not remembering how Pinball works currently, but I'll figure that out in a second. I'm going to plug that harness in. I'm going to rescue that from it. Actually, I'm going to start plugging things in just because I'm in here. We've got a white, red, and a green, yellow. So I can plug that guy in like that. We have a yellow, green, white, brown, and that's this guy, so I can plug it in like that. We've got this dude that plugs in like that. And then we have a lonely switch harness. Who's lonely? Who doesn't have a match? That actually could just be a lonely switch, so I'm not going to trip out on it just yet. But so I guess the diodes are inside the lamp socket, which is fine. But I need to figure out which side they go on. Give me a second. I mean, I guess I could figure that out with my meter, so one second. Put this thing in diode mode really quick. Every lamp needs a diode. If we wire them up wrong, they'll be lit all the time.
Can you tilt up the handheld camera?
Not yet. One second.
You won't let us watch.
Well, I'm trying to see if I'm going down a rabbit hole that doesn't matter. Does this come out easy? I'm afraid to break this thing again.
Thanks, Mitch.
Thank you, Steve. think I might just be tripping right now. Is that shorted? I think I'm tripping. But you know what? Actually, while I'm holding this thing too, it would be really stupid of me not to change these lamps since I have them right in front of me. Oh, whoa. The whole thing comes out once you remove the lamps.
Nice.
Yeah, these sockets don't have diodes. Oh well. We will install them and see what happens. If they stay on, we just reverse them. That's pretty simple. But so does that make sense? Like from a
Kevin says because you had a bulb in, so yes or short.
Yeah, well, all of them were dead too. So does that make sense at all from like a troubleshooting standpoint? Like kind of using the lamp matrix to kind of figure out what and where what we're looking for. I wish I had another green lamp condom because these are like nice and green, and then that one looks like poo-poo green, but that's something I can always change later. Not too worried about that right now. Right now, I really just want it to fire up, throw some pinballs in, and we can enjoy Baywatch for like 1 second.
Nice.
What?
Just you finishing it is nice.
Is it?
It is. What are we going to do next week then?
Work on Baywatch, because it's definitely not going to be done. We haven't...
No more Baywatch. We need to work on like Taxi, something that is holiday themed.
Too bad. We don't have anything holiday themed. Everyone was begging for Baywatch for so long, and now we're...
I was begging for Baywatch for so long.
The whole chat was
then
too.
We gave him half a year of Baywatch. How much more Baywatch?
When we only get 2 hours a week to work on a game, that's how long it takes.
Oh, we get lots of good lessons out of it.
Some of it good, some of it bad. Sometimes we just sit there and install things in ramps, but sometimes we have to wait for parts and...
It's important. We talked about doing a Bally coin door repair on the strikes and spares.
We could do that one day. I want to finish Baywatch so we'd never have to look at it again on the stream. And there's definitely, like I haven't even had a chance to use the super lube that I was going to try to super lube today. And
yeah,
that's all,
where's the super lube?
That's all part of dialing in the game.
Oh, I was excited for the super lube.
I was too. Okay, what is the order of these things again? Can we go back to the lamp matrix again? Sorry.
Green, brown to red. Hold on. Okay.
I mean, it's so I think the left one is orange, the center one is red, and then the right one is brown. That's also because that is the length of the harnesses here I'm using for the lamps. So I'm going to try that. And for anyone else in the future that might have sat through all of this stuff with Baywatch, you don't need to unplug this if you take the lighthouse or the lifeguard stand off. This is insane. Why do I have to do this?
Oh, wait, I need to scroll.
Being a big
little.
Go ahead. Who took this apart?
God, I scrolled too much. So 33, yellow, green, red, brown. Lock 2, which is 34, yellow, green, red, black. Lock 3, which is 35, yellow, green, red, orange.
Oh, I got them backwards. So the right side is orange, and the left side is brown?
Lock 1, left lamp is yellow, green, red, brown. Lock 2, mid lamp is yellow, green, red, black. Lock 3, right ramp is yellow, green, red, orange.
So what I'm looking at here is they don't have the black, they just have a single colored wire. So I'm pretty sure that if we look at the harness underneath, it's going to be brown black and red black and stuff like that. So we're just assuming, but it's probably fine. Let's see what we get really quick by exiting test mode. Oh, I can't because I am in switch test, so I need to
You did all you could.
use the service buttons to get out of switch test, because the flipper buttons are matrix switches. The game's pissed because it thinks it's missing all of its pinballs.
I know.
Hey, and there it goes.
Everyone's saying, Kyle, take pictures.
For what? I didn't take this apart.
That was the... You have to take pictures, even though it wasn't you.
I'll go back in time and make it be me. Well, don't worry. It'll never be taken apart again without my supervision.
Wicked Pizza Pinball Pit, Mr.
What's
Webster.
That, man?
Dumb question, but is there a Molex connector under the playfield for the lifeguard house?
Yep. Yeah, there is. It's a... They had it connected underneath, but whoever took it apart decided to unplug all of the lamps and then also unplug the connector under the playfield, unfortunately. So it's okay. I mean, I guess what I was trying to prove is, like, there is a way to look that information up, and you don't need to be like freaking out because you are missing or you don't have that information or it wasn't hooked up in front of you, right? There is a place in the manual where you can find a lot of that information, and it's all in your lamp matrix chart.
Yep.
I do need to get some new lamp condoms. They're kind of weird. Hold on. I will be replacing them. I should have thought about that, but...
And
I put a hole in that condom.
It's EM schematics, but I'm dropping in a link to one of our older episodes where we had David Valansky on the show and he was showing us how to read schematics.
Yeah, well, so that's technically not a schematic. It's a lamp matrix chart, but
it kind of has the same principles of like following the line.
Absolutely, that's what I was going to say.
Where it needs to go.
There's a lot of similarities there that would be helpful. Okay, I'm going to screw that lifeguard hut in. Okay. I know that there's one nut missing over here, and that's going to piss me off, but I can fix it later. I haven't put, there's one plastic protector that goes in front of me. Oh, whoops. I don't have everything connected yet. Let's do that. We are not ending this stream without me throwing pinballs in there and trying to make the game do things. So, yellow, red, orange, these go together. Like this.
Oh, that's dirty. James Gruber. Dirty.
What's dirty?
Cock and poo poo. I'm my boy.
That goes to.
I like his stash.
I do too. And his hat.
He fixed his stash. He's got a nice stash.
Oh, yeah. I like Benzig's stash the best, though.
Benzig's stash is pretty great.
No, well, Andy's...
You've never met Budman. Emoto met Budman.
Huh.
Budman's stash is the best in the biz.
Budman's stash is now also a beard.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
No, it's just such a long stash that it looks like a beard.
Maybe. I sent you a picture.
Everything
pretty epic.
looks connected.
Loose Flip has a great stash too.
Do you still have the Baywatch manual up?
Yes, I do. Stand by.
Let's go to the switch matrix really quick, which is going to be hopefully somewhere nearby. No. Go up one more. No. Wait. Go up. Go up again. Go up again. There it is. Okay, so this harness side connector is white, brown, green, purple. So green, violet goes down to white. Where's white, brown? That's the first one. Green, purple, white, brown. Switch
So
49. Center ramp exit. Okay, so that missing connector definitely has a friend that is not there. What do they consider the center ramp? I guess that one. So then the center, oh, duh, it's right here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's that one that I forgot about, that I said I was going to dress nicely, and then I never did. Okay, super cool. I will dress all of those things officially and well once I know I don't have to take anything back apart again. So,
Help is on the way.
Yeah, it is. On the way.
oh, I have an oily bag of balls here, so I'm going to need to go and find a de-oiler.
Go dry your balls out, Kyle.
They're so wet.
Wet balls are clean balls. You just have to dry them out. What is the proper terminology? I think they're the little green things that lamp cover, right?
Yeah, just cover. Or sleeve.
Oh, lamp sleeve. I think we call them lamp covers on our site because we have the silicone ones and.
It's a condom.
Sleeve, babe.
I just dropped my ball. Are these silver jets, bro?
Sleeve.
Shit.
Sleeve.
So freaking shiny. Our regular balls are so shiny.
Our regular pinballs are so shiny and beautiful that I thought that they were the fancy pinballs, but they actually are not. That's
Yep.
One of the only balls in the business.
Yep. Wait, the game thinks I have 5 balls.
Oh no.
Ugh. The trough was doing something goofy. Something stuck? Let's see.
Maybe there's a plastic in there.
Oh, this has that. Oh, this is that stupid, awful design
No.
that uses the ball, like the ball release coil in the trough. So it has to release a ball into the kicker. It's very bizarre. But there's a, there could be a problem with my trough opto board.
Just saw it.
Yeah, I unplugged it and then I replugged it back in. There's not a ball in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so.
Is there anything blocking the opto?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it. I will wiggle it a little bit.
Oh. I don't know about that, Kevin. Midge, Kevin's asking if we sell our plastic ball holders. Just the plastic.
I guess my question again is why would you buy them without balls?
What are you going to do with them?
Yeah. How many do you want? Well, okay. Let's do this.
I mean,
You did all you could.
You did all you could. Yeah, so I definitely have a trough jam issue. It thinks, well, okay, it stopped. The way this system works is you have a, this is kind of the worst version of this system. There's a coil that releases the ball from the trough into the up kicker position. And then you have an optical switch that tells the game, like, hey, there's a ball here, which will then fire the up kicker. This game is insane. There's a coil to release the ball. There's a coil to kick the ball into the shooter lane, and then a coil to launch the ball from the shooter lane.
No. Wow.
It's so dumb. It's insane.
It's a lot.
Let's see what it does. Right now, it was thinking that there was a ball there, which there isn't. But let's. Here, I can move this camera. And you can have a bad view of the play field as I try to start a game. Wow.
Oh, focus. Ooh.
So it's still kicking. So there's definitely a trough jam problem, but it didn't make the skill shot all the way around. I chose shark hole. Hey, but this is Baywatch. We definitely have Baywatch happening. This is pretty cool. Yay! All right, that was a bit of a brick of a shot. So I think the goal here is to...
Kyle, let's data east.
Okay, down to 3. 1, 2, 3, now.
This is kind of a common problem on Baywatches, and this could be the assembly being loose and whatnot, but okay, I need to test that. That's the first big problem. But you have 3 skill shots, so you can choose a top lane skill shot to hit one of your rollovers at the top. You can choose the shark hole or the side ramp, and it will deliver the ball in different ways to get you those skill shots. So if I wanted to choose the shark hole, it's going to fire the ball all the way up around, and then it's going to come out this right orbit, and then I'm going to shoot it with the shark flipper into the shark hole. Let's try the most complicated one, the side ramp. That's going to shoot it all the way around. It's going to come in here, shoot the ball back to the red flipper, and then hit that ramp. So it kind of it shatters a little bit too much when it comes out of the initial launch ramp. Ah.
So loud.
It's pretty rad though. All of the devices are working properly though. We've got a shark flipper.
Yay.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Pretty stoked. It's gonna take, but here's the thing: is like in reality, this is where the work actually starts, right? Wow, that light green condom is terrible. It does not look green at all once it's lit. Let's try another skill shot. Oh, that time I made it. Oh, I missed. Let's do a quick switch test in-game. The laser kick. I put new foam on a lot of these stand-ups. So with new foam, generally that will make switches a little tougher, but laser kick works just fine. All of these work. The shark. That one's not so good. Sometimes it's a bit of compressing the new foam to get them to work nicely. That's okay. All of these should be good. ATV, Wave Runner, boat, all those work. Helicopter, that works. The up kicker. So we just had a problem. This is what I was kind of saying with ramps being in position. This is kind of a whirlwind session now. Sorry, y'all. Let me turn this down, even though it's amazing.
Thank you. Can you give me the TV code, Kyle?
So watch what happens when the ball comes out of the up kicker habit
Or
rail.
Midge?
Oh, Team Viewer's not working for a moto.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll stop soon because we definitely have a whole episode of fixing.
I want to
A
focus.
whole episode of fixing Baywatch ahead. And it'll actually be great.
Thank you.
Holy crap. That thing's much too fast.
So we have the ball trough jam issue.
Yeah, so that issue
Ramp?
generally is repairable with replacing optos, but at the same time, we'll have to look. I'll have to do a little bit of digging. It's an easy part to replace. Did that not work, Emoto?
Oh, it did. Sorry, got distracted. I'm back in.
Single opto that Stern continued using, right?
The single opto is earlier than the dual. The dual opto was used on later games, like Simpsons Pinball Party and such. It's just so aggressive. It comes down so hard. I think I want to... One awesome thing about living in the future is all of our pocket computers are high-speed cameras. And using your phone can really be a great way to troubleshoot kinetic issues. Oh, that was worse.
Like using the slow-mo feature?
Is it usually the transmitter or the receiver?
The transmitter is usually what goes bad, but I forget. I need to just read the PinWiki thing to remind myself like how this setup works. It's always seeing a ball there. So that is, oh no. Oh, you jerk.
Nice. And then Midge just posted in the chat the opto transmitter for that ball trough.
Yeah, usually it's the transmitter, and usually you can fix it with like an 80-cent opto, but sometimes not. And we'll just have to do a teeny bit of research before we decide what the most prudent course of action here is going to be, because it could be a more complicated issue, but we'll have to see. Let me see if I can get this adjusted just right, and if I can, we'll end the dang episode. Oh, and I got to put post sleeves in, and I'm trying to figure out if I want super bands or not super bands. It might not look right. And if it doesn't look right, we have black rubbers to put in there. But if it does look right, it's going to be super sick.
Bye, Pin Guy. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. This was a insane
He said,
episode.
nice job, Kyle.
Thank you. I don't know if I deserve it, but we're almost there.
Oh, yeah. Shell Ripper, this might be the first thing that we start next week. Shell Ripper was asking what's going on with the trough opto.
Yeah,
So-
we'll figure that out first next week, because that'll allow us to have
Baytek's
like
reading.
a functioning game while we play test. The game is
So
smart
it was
enough
reading
to...
that there was more balls in it than actually were.
Well, the game just always thinks that there's a ball in the trough. So it's always trying to upkick. But it's smart enough to stop once the game starts working. That's better. Okay.
Oh,
see
nice.
what I'm talking about
Shell
here?
Ripper just did that same fix for their Baywatch. So it's definitely, I don't want to say a common issue, but what did you do to fix it?
I just...
Mention that you can see the IR on your cell phone?
These aren't infrared optos. They're visible light optos. So these ones you don't need to see the IR. To fix that problem, I adjusted the position of the ramp. I definitely need to figure out how to get the... Sorry, one second. Yeah, there's a problem with that feed, for sure. That's a handsome-looking pinball machine. All right, that's great. Let's go over a quick what the hell's going on thing before we try to calm down and exit. Things I've noticed right quick, other than the trough opto. The ball launch habit trail should be able to send the ball all the way around this orbit. It's not reliable, and I think it's not reliable because I can adjust it a little bit further towards the back plane, and that will reduce the chatter, which should allow it to flow all the way around. we fixed this flow issue. This ramp needed to be moved more towards the center, so it would exit this ramp a little bit better. I did also bend this flap down just a teeny bit to help arrest the movement of the ball ever so slightly. I haven't checked the feed from the lighthouse ramp yet. The assembly here works correctly for the trap door for the lock. When you lock the ball, you hit this switch and then it raises this trap door and it software locks a ball because this immediately goes into a subway back into the trough. The up kicker works. This shark up kicker works. So all devices work fine. The pop bumpers could use some more gusto. I will probably clean those switches, the assemblies a little bit to try to get those to have a little bit more jam. And other than that, kind of tuning flippers, just making sure that all flippers can do all things. All the lamps seem to work. It is kind of nice when most things do work when you fire the game up. But the reality of it is this thing will start to fail very fast. This thing, Steve, how long has Marco Specialties owned this game?
15, 16 years?
So Mark had owned this game longer than Steve's worked here. And it sat disassembled for who knows how long. And now we just breathe some life into it and it will start failing rapidly. So even tomorrow or next week, if we get some of these problems solved up, we will blow something up. And that's when it starts to get interesting. And that's fine. But the fact that it works so completely right now is really awesome. So that's not common.
Do you want me to read Shell Rippers, what they did when their trough opto wasn't working?
Yes.
It says the wires were backwards. The white wire with the green stripe should go to the board closest to the coin door.
Let's make sure that those were never reversed. Let's take a look.
Yeah, especially
because
if you
if
didn't
a
touch
switch,
the game
a trough opto, even though it does something seemingly fancy, it is just a switch. And if you have them backwards, then yeah, absolutely, it would do something strange. So I'm sorry, it goes what way?
So they said the white wire with green stripe should go to the board closest to the coin door.
Well, this one's different because it's white purple, which is fine, but the connector on mine is keyed correctly. It has a locking ramp on one side, which means that the plug can really only go in one way. So mine doesn't. Mine is not reversed as far as I can.
They said
tell.
Could be purple also.
Yeah, there's no way
Receiver
for me
board
to
should
plug
be
this in the
closest
other
to
way,
coin door.
so let me see here really quick.
Maybe it was rewired and then keyed wrong.
Yeah, it still thinks that there's a ball in there. So I just need to reread. I think, so these work on visible light. They don't use infrared light. And one of these optos is extremely dim. So what I'm going to guess is that our opto is burning out. I have a bunch of them in my toolbox, but we're out of time. So we will have to mess with this next week. Sometimes what happens though is that the optos crack because they stick out of the board and they crack. They get like cracked solder, and sometimes if you wiggle them, they will get very bright, but this one's not getting any brighter. So I think we just have a failing LED, which is also super common. The LEDs just burn out. The transmitter LED is driven at a higher voltage to make it brighter and more reliable, and that higher voltage is a little bit more than they're rated for, which generally makes them die, which is on the inside of the playfield. So the white and purple wire faces the playfield, and the green wire faces the bottom of the cabinet. But what?
And they said they also replaced the opto on the transmitter.
Yeah, which is what I'll do
amazing.
next week.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
for giggles, we will also have another opto board, just in case.
Back up.
But
Nice.
yeah, but all good. These are all normal things. To be honest, I am more surprised that there is not more broken. So this is good. I'm actually...
Yeah, and they're all good little tips because this happens.
Yeah,
and
it does. This is
If it happens
normal.
to you, you'll know how to fix it. Page 107 of the manual. Thank you. I'm going to save that for next week
This
because we are looking through the schematic and manuals.
I need to make sure I get probably get a new switch
Let's go right now.
here for the shooter lane. I need to make sure that the
Okay.
we also need to make sure that the coil that does shoot the ball into play is lined up nicely inside the ramp. If the auto launch plunger doesn't get a good bite on the ball, if that makes sense, it won't shoot the ball very nicely up and around the playfield. So, yeah. It's all
That's a
normal
good
things.
point.
This is great. We'll have a lot more to sink our teeth into next week. So,
Yeah. Auto launch adjustment.
yeah. This is a game that needs to be tuned right, though. Without all of the craziness with all of the shots that you can make and the way that it'll reroute the ball, the skill shots rather, it needs to be set up right. If it's not set up right, it's it's nowhere near as fun to play. It ruins the entire experience. So we got to make it right, and we will. And yeah, I got to buy a new lockdown bar, and I got to buy a piece of glass. We're gonna put new glass in it too. And leg levelers. We'll get it all done. We'll make it real nice.
Are you going with the Invisiglass?
I will not be
reduce
going
glare?
with the Invisiglass. I am a playing pinball with the lights off kind of person. So the Invisiglass is just a little out of my tax bracket. It's really cool though.
It is beautiful.
It's so neat. It's crazy.
And we just got the wide body
Oh, we do?
Yeah,
version.
got it.
Oh, very neat. All right, buy some Invisiglass.
I know. How exciting.
Yeah. Okay. So we've gone over. I hope that was enjoyable for you as it was for me.
I think we could probably slide you this, man, if you really wanted one.
I'm sure. I don't know. Maybe it's not for this game.
What? What? I find your lack of appreciation and love for Baywatch. I think Baywatch deserves a glass.
All right. Steve
You
says
should
it
just
deserves.
bring your own Invisiglass whenever you go to play Baywatch and just slide it in. Take Kyle's standard glass out. And then when you're done, take it back with you.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. It definitely needs new glass. We'll see what it's going to get, but we definitely need to. It definitely needs a new piece. The legs are okay, but definitely needs new leg levelers. Every game that comes through your shop should get new leg levelers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me read the chat here. What's going on?
Well, Y1 said, I have a newfound appreciation for my local operator who had one of these on locations and working beautifully.
Awesome.
Yes, pat that operator on the back for sure.
It's definitely a hog to dial in correctly, but once it's dialed in, it's a really awesome game to play. It's got great rules. It's got a great playfield layout. It's really fun to shoot. And it's funny. It's Baywatch, right?
Is it not a wide body?
No, this is a standard body game. Isn't that crazy?
Wrong.
Isn't that crazy?
Totally wrong. It plays like a wide body.
That's insulting.
It plays like a wide body.
It's a game that has so many features that it seems like it would be a wide body, but it's not. You know, there's so much going on, and it's a standard body game. Joe Balser and team definitely made use of verticality in the layout for this game, and it's just fantastic. So.
Did you know that Ty has one of these games on location, apparently?
Yep. Yeah, he has one at Bear Moose Brewing Company in something, Maine.
Meatloaf?
Meatloaf.
Yeah, Ty is the one that I think Ty provided Jody with these ramps. I need to send a picture to Jody. I'm so appreciative of him.
Jody's been watching.
Oh, what? What's up,
Yay.
dude? Oh, hi, Jody. What's up, man? I really am appreciative for these ramps. Thank you for
Yay, thank you.
donating
They're
them.
so beautiful.
To me and the cause, and this game is gorgeous.
Yeah, Jody, when he was holding them up in front of the camera.
It's just
like-
nuts. Like, when I was like, I
So
told
clear.
everyone that
Beautiful.
this game didn't need new ramps, but it would be fun to install new ones. And then when I pulled one of the old ramps out to check something, they look like absolute crap compared to these new ones. So, thank you. Yeah, hey,
that's
Backhand
funny. That was
Pinball,
the
where,
cutest.
what is that location? Oh, Everett, Massachusetts. Okay, my bad. It's not in Maine. I can't wait to go up to New England sometime.
Hey, so Shell Ripper asked, would you consider a stronger coil for the auto launch?
No, definitely not. This it should function. It should function just fine with the coil that it has in it. Now, what could be a possibility is this is one of those instances where I always say coils are good until they're not, but with the function and the action of this solenoid and its actual function, which is the auto launch plunger, you know, it gets beat on a lot. It gets used a lot, and it's a very high strength coil. This might be one of those instances where perhaps you replace the coil and it suddenly starts working better. That being said, this coil's still good. It's just a new one could juice it up a little bit. Oh, hey, this thing. I forgot to install this thing.
No, Kyle, what is it?
It looks phony. It looks like some weird phony thing, but I think it was like oh crap, the ball's getting stuck, and then
the
they...
part number for that, because you said that in an earlier episode, and I was able to pull up the part.
Yeah.
It's actual.
But it goes in the way back, so that one's an easy one to install. But yeah, what's most likely going to fix the auto launch is align it correctly, make sure everything is tight, and possibly putting in a new coil sleeve could make a huge difference as well. Just because it is a very strong coil that is used often. Most of the time when you have like a big coil like this, I think it's a 23800. I can't see the part number. Yeah, it is. It's a 23800. A lot of the time, like a 23800 is going to be used for like a kickback, or it's going to be used for like an up kicker or something like that. It's not going to be used for something like a auto launch in a multi-ball where it might have to like, you know, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They get hot. Such a strong coil like that, you know. So.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Why, when asked, they're talking about Mr. Loaf's games.
He's got a bunch of great games. He just bought a James Bond for one of his locations. I know that.
Nice.
And I know he's got like a cool
Yay,
location
Kai.
with all EMs. New England probably has the coolest pinball scene I've never experienced. So
Let's go to
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I want to.
That would be great. Do your 2 red lights hanging from under the back box work?
Well, those
I've never seen them light up.
they're flashers. Flashers generally don't die, but I see the one on the left has a very melted cap, and these could be wired in parallel. So if one of them blew out, the other one might be dead. I don't know. Well, see, that's all stuff we got to do when we finish the game, right? Once the game is fully shopped, everything works, all lights work, all of the things function as they should, but we can put it into flash test mode. Yep, they work.
No, look at that.
So if
So
yours
Shell
don't
Ripper
work,
said theirs doesn't even when the voltages are there.
well, voltage is only half the equation. You have to have the rest of the circuit in line, right? So if your drivers aren't there, or they could be wired in series.
Oh, I love your emotes.
Is it series or is it parallel? I think they're wired in series. So if they're in series, if one of them is dead, the other one won't work. right? So there's a few things to check.
Did that work?
But
I broke it. Sad.
man, I'm glad Backhand Pinball is here. Thank you for joining us, friend. I was actually, this weekend, I was sitting and reminiscing of the trip that we took when you, me, and Vinny took the train downtown and went to the subterranean hot dog vendor and had a good time hanging out with the Bean. That was a fun time hanging out with you, my friend. Yeah, that was a fun stream. I am not like stressed out that we're here 20 minutes later. I'm sorry that you guys are, Moto and Steve, but cheers, friends. Good.
Oh, we're good.
We did Baywatch, everyone. It's almost
we did
done.
Baywatch. It was on, and you flipped it, and everyone was like, "Oh, look at his flipper skills! Oh my god!"
It's almost done.
great.
You see that live catch?
The crowd went wild.
I'm still kind of not stoked on the red flipper rubbers I put on the pink
why
flipper.
wouldn't you?
So I might put a black flipper rubber up there, but we'll make these small adjustments as time goes on. But
I will try again.
this has been a joke since we first started doing PinTech, the Baywatch. And then one day I bought it, and then we made excuses, and then Emoto gifted me, and Steve gifted me this beautiful color DMB,
And Marco.
now look where we are.
Marco, it was all Marco.
Marco Ramirez.
Mm-hmm.
We got this. We've got Baywatch almost going now, you know? So it'll be fun. Next week, it'll all be done. And Emoto will be here next week. She'll be here.
Oh.
What?
Trying to sound more excited.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, Emoto.
I forgot about it. No, sorry. I'm excited, but you just reminded me that I should bring my camera so we can get some let's do some work
talk.
Going through and seeing our old when I came with my new A7S III a few months ago, and I see the thumbnail sitting on in our YouTube, and it just you look so great on it. It's a close up of you, and I
actually looked really handsome. That was that was really awesome. Do you want do you want to try shooting some more stuff when you're here, like actual product spotlights, or do you have things to do?
I do have trade show stuff, but we might be able to squeeze one out or something.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can spend all day Thursday here, and then we can do a 3-hour PinTech, because we'll already be here, right?
We're all going to be pretty hungover.
I'm fine. I'm hungover most of the time. Yeah, Emoto will be...
I have a bunch of meetings on Thursday mornings, but when I finish those, for sure, we can spend the rest of the time there and try to...
Yeah.
It is.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry. All meetings are canceled. If they want to give us a real Christmas gift, they can cancel all your meetings on Thursday.
I know, but they're my meetings, and I don't want to cancel them. So I'm the a-hole.
You're in control of everything. Your own destiny.
I don't want to cancel them.
David, thank you for joining us, friend. And I have the side rails corrected, and hopefully the next batch should be fixed. I will look into those for you and let you know if we've repaired the side rails. David Amherst, he let us know that our side rails for the old Bally games were made out of a thinner gauge metal than even the factory original ones were. So David did some great measurements for me, and we are getting those corrected, so they'll be a little bit tougher.
That's awesome. Thanks, Dave. That's so great.
That's right. Yeah. You know, Kevin, I'm agreeing with you. I'm hearing a lot of excuses for Miss Emoto, but we'll see.
Wait, what type of excuses? Oh, for making PinTech longer? Yeah, I mean, we can go until 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 p.m.
No.
Thursday.
We'll start at 2 and end at 5.
I think we could make it happen.
We've got some dialing in to do, and I think we might be able to finish it. I'm actually pretty stoked. It's been a long time since I've done anything productive with pinball that belongs to me. So, yeah. Now I just need to get my one-shot paints out and try to match all of these
24-hour stream.
For charity.
I'm down for it.
Who's charity?
24 hours.
Dang, Backhand Pinball, you got the best emotes.
Backhand Pinball just participated in a 24-hour pinball extravaganza recently, didn't you?
Like the 24-hour Sanctum tournament?
Was that recent, between now and September?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think he did.
It was last month.
Yes. Yep, he did. Isn't that crazy?
Nice. Yeah,
probably
that's
stay up
a
for 24
wild thing. If
hours.
y'all don't know about the 24-hour Sanctum tournament, it's exactly what it sounds like. 24-hour tournament. And it's incredible. Scared of it? Yeah, I'm kind of scared of it too.
That's crazy.
All right.
25-hour event?
A 25-hour event.
Yeah, it's got to be longer than 24.
That's fun.
Oh, because of daylight savings. Oh no. All right.
I would not do that most times.
But
But if I was going to do a 24-hour pinball something and it involved being in the same room, doing it with backhand pinball, I would probably do it because that guy is inspiring. That would be insane. I would be so curmudgeon-y.
Let's do it.
Let's not do it. Okay, well, actually, let's do it. Yeah, I'll go join him. But yeah, that was great. Thank you for joining us. This is a long stream, but we've got Baywatch. I wonder if I could convince Mike to convince Lonnie Ropp that he should come and talk to us about Baywatch.
What if you wear Hasselhoff's uniform on the show next week?
No. I'm fat. I have no swimsuit body right now. No one wants to see that.
Everybody wants to see
Okay, if Steve and I
what
get in
if I got
Speedos...
y'all? What if I got y'all the shirts that are like, looks like you're wearing a swimsuit, but you're not?
Let's put on Pam's outfit.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Then we can stream under the hot tubs and swimming pools section on Twitch and get tons of views.
Yeah, let's grow pinball.
Everybody's saying, what if he wears Pamela Anderson's outfit?
Yeah, I could do that.
I'd be the
I'm
hottest.
sure there's a shirt for
I'd
that.
be the hottest Pam Anderson.
You're gonna wear Eric Alenia.
I'll wear one of my wife's swimsuits and it'll be great.
I can't
We would
wait.
get banned from Twitch.
Now
so
I'm
fast.
excited. Oh, hello, Michael McKenna. Thanks for joining us. We are actually about to sign off.
Yeah. This has
And
gone
for everyone on
some time.
Twitch, we are going to go play some 007 pinball at Free Gold Watch
That place rules.
with Manu Mystery Pinball Theater 3000.
Does anyone know where the dolphin plastic goes? The cybernetic dolphin?
What's Johnny Mnemonic?
Does it have lasers on his head? Because if so, then it might be in Austin Powers.
No, it looks like he's got missiles on his torso though.
This totally goes in Johnny Mnemonic.
Tape it to the back
Tape it to
glass.
the back glass.
Okay. Actually, I do need a new translate, so I could just like cut out this port and just put it right there, right? Does anyone have a Baywatch
I'm
translate?
just having a touch. No.
I
Well,
should
then
ask
he's
CPR
in
to make
good
a
company,
mirrored
'cause we
backglass
embrace
version of this. Can you imagine
is-
this translate with mirror behind David Hasselhoff's eyes? That'd be
What
hot.
if? Can you put red LEDs behind his eyes?
No. I actually
That's
can't.
the whole Johnny Mnemonic story. Is they like the Navy gets dolphins addicted to heroin, so they
Oh, yeah.
find mines.
Yes.
They give them lasers.
I need
This
to watch that movie again.
Is not from Johnny Mnemonic.
How did you get a Johnny Mnemonic plastic?
I think this is a Baywatch plastic. This is not a Johnny Mnemonic plastic.
Can you show it to the screen, like really close? Oh yeah, that's definitely from Johnny. Johnny!
You need me to text George?
Yeah, that's totally a Johnny Mnemonic plastic.
George.
Underneath the hand.
George!
Hey, is Shell Ripper still here? Shell Ripper, where does the dolphin, military dolphin go?
I'll ask Ty. Ty will know.
Shell Ripper says that is Johnny Mnemonic. Oh man,
That's
I'm
their
done.
dolphin is winter.
It's so great.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. It's in this game, though, so Unless Mark had a sense of humor.
A very good one, in
Unless
fact.
he did, he had the best sense of
No, he had a sense of humor.
Absolutely.
He had the best sense of humor.
defense to your remark, sir.
I've never
I
met
know.
someone funnier.
It's so true.
When I was at Hollywood Studios, that was like the one thing I couldn't stop thinking about was MGM Studios. You know, because that's what it used to be called. And it just made me think, it's like, oh man.
Well, it was funny because we maybe stayed on the stream for 3 or 4 months before we realized that MGM Studios was Mark,
Mark Grant.
the founder of Marco Pinball. And he would always say these trolly comments at us, and we're like, oh, MGM Studios is so funny. And we never like put it in our head that those were his initials. And he was like just watching our show to make sure we were getting stuff done.
Making sure that we were being humorous. Because nothing,
He definitely
Humor
brought
is
a lot
necessary.
of humor to the chat.
Everybody totally agrees that that's a Johnny Mnemonic plastic.
it very well could be.
It's totally not. It goes in Baywatch.
It could be. You never know. I don't have a Johnny Mnemonic here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the kit. It's in the kit. So it is totally Mark's sense of humor by throwing the dolphin in there. So, like Wywin said, you should just tape it to the back glass and call it a day.
Wait, this is a Johnny Mnemonic plastic?
Absolutely is.
I just looked up the plastic set and it's in it. Yeah. I mean, duh. Right?
That's the whole plot of the movie.
You want to see?
It's not.
I know it's not the plot of the movie. I've read the book.
It's in the book.
I know it's in the book.
It's a short part of the movie where they're like trying to rehabilitate that dolphin,
Yeah.
trying to get him off heroin.
Look, Kyle.
That's
The
hilarious.
color palette does not make any sense with all the other
Well, see, that's what I was tripping on, because I was like, man,
Yeah.
Johnny Mnemonic doesn't have any blue. But it must just be like on the back plane somewhere. I'm going to put it on Baywatch somewhere. That's hilarious.
Yeah, definitely. Because it seems like it was Mark's intention to do so.
Yes.
Little Easter
oh, yeah,
egg.
yeah. No, it was totally Mark's intention to do so, so I need to do it.
Oh my God, that's so great. Thank
All
you, Mark.
incorporated somehow. Funnily.
He's laughing right now.
Oh, man.
The dolphin's name is Jones.
Nice, Shell Ripper. Hell yeah.
Huh.
That's a trivia, pinball trivia right there. We'll always remember that. All right. Well, thanks for the great show, y'all. Yeah, Mystery
Thanks,
Pinball
everyone.
Theater 3000 was streaming. And I guess they had some glitch. Oh, you think it got DCMA'd? Oh, no, the game's off. Oh, and he's wearing his Marco Pinball shirt designed by Brad Albright. What a guy.
Excellent.
Except his stream is down. So now what? Do we just hang out till he comes back?
Sure. Yeah, Discord's popping off for a second here. We're talking about Johnny Mnemonic
I'm
in
gonna
the
text
Discord.
him.
It's off to the left, hiding under other
I need to join the
plastics.
Discord again.
Oh, crap. Yeah, that is... Okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay. Yeah, join our Discord for lols. Sometimes we post funny things. Sorry, I'm staring
Yeah,
at my
is
phone.
there anyone not in our Discord? I will send a invite link right now. Please join us.
I don't visit it as much as I ought to.
It's been a bit for me. I need to get back on and repopulate the pinball dogs or pinball pets category section. Let's see.
I'm not sure. I think I'm
Oh,
gonna
thank you,
play some video
Nightbot.
games tonight. Maybe I'll drink a little bit
How
of
did I do
whiskey.
that?
We'll see. My best friend is going to come visit
Thank
me
you,
in April.
APB, who set that up.
APB?
He set up Nightbot for us.
Oh yeah, he did, huh?
And then I tried to add more Nightbot settings, and then remember it crashed the stream?
Yeah, it broke.
Andrew, we need to hang out.
Yeah, where's Andrew? Wait, what's wrong with Manu's 007?
There was a power outage at Free Gold Watch.
Oh, well, that happens all the time.
Maybe.
It's San Francisco. They have unstable power.
Hey, so speaking of ramps and decals, do you know if decals are included on the Data East Turtles ramp? It seems decals are often included with ramps in general, but wasn't sure on this one.
I don't think so. If it doesn't explicitly say, it probably does not. But I do believe we have those decals available. So they might be related under something separate, but 90% of the time our listing will say if it includes the decal. Oh, the power outage is limited to the machine he intended to play.
They'll be back.
Well, shucks. Maybe I should call Manu. I don't like that. I'm going to break the Guardians of the Galaxy behind us, and we're going to go through a test. I was talking to my friend Guido, who is a senior systems engineer at Stern, and we were talking over some Spike 2 technology stuff. So it'd be kind of fun to break Guardians on purpose and then look and see how to fix it. So yeah, no worries about bouncing. I mean, I normally bounce 30 minutes ago.
Thank you, Show Ripper. Thanks for hanging out with us. It was so much fun. And thanks for all your tips from y'all working on your Baywatch. That's cool.
I mean, shucks, I could have fixed that trough board like right now.
I know, but we're saving it for next week because it'll be a nice, good little lesson, and I'll cut it up into a smaller video chunk.
Yep.
Oh, Rampomatic got the Guardians of the Galaxy from Sunshine. What?
28,000 plays and it worked flawlessly still.
Yep. Stern makes a good product.
Even the orb shot?
22,000 plays. That's kind of a lot.
Friend of the show, Dalton Ely, also nominee for most Pinball Degenerate live streamer, is now live. So, and playing at Portal Pinball Arcade, my hometown arcade. They just got in P3's Weird Owl. So let's go hang out with Dalton. And if y'all haven't seen Dalton play,
yeah, let's go hang out with Dalton.
3-hour-long balls and billions of score. I've never seen his score under 10 billion on any game ever. Even EMs, he rolls it like 100,000 times.
Did you know that I'm the president of the Dalton fan club?
I didn't know that. That's why I figured you'd want. Oh, and he's wearing a Wizard World shirt. Another amazing location in Fort Wayne's, Indiana.
Why when
Score reels just started, so yeah.
That's amazing. See you all later. Goodbye, Backhand Pinball.
Goodbye, thank you. Wait, I haven't...
God, I'm going to dig through a bunch of pinball parts this weekend. It's going to be terrible. But I got to get it organized.
Sounds like fun, bro.
It's not.
Help?
No. I don't want to subject anyone to that.
No, I can totally.
Aw, it's fun.
It's just my mess. It's my mess of crap.
I mean, I wrote people into. Did I ever tell you by the time I got like 300 pounds of records?
Bye, slide guy.
No. Wow.
Bye.
Well, 300
Backhand.
pounds of records is like 20 records. So
No, it's a lot more than
that's a lot. Oh, bye, Internet.
My car was like scraping as I was driving down the road.
Yay, we did it.